Hello, in this video I'll be showing you this effect, so let's get started. Open your Blender file, add UV sphere and move it on side by pressing G and scroll button. Go to Object Properties, Instancing, Faces and click on option Scale by Face Size. What it means is that object we're gonna add is gonna be bigger on bigger faces of sphere and smaller at the top. Now just add plane we're gonna use, scale it by pressing S and 0.2 on keyboard and press enter. Select both objects by holding shift and click on sphere and press Ctrl P and select object. So our plane was basically duplicated on every face of UV sphere. We don't see the plane at the options. To find plane, go to sphere and choose the plane. Now just hold Ctrl and press number 3. Don't use numeric keyboard. With this key combination I just added subdivision surface modifier with subdivision levels of 3. You can do the same by going to modifiers option, add modifier, subdivision surface. I don't need to do it as I've done it with shortcut Ctrl number 3. Now we're gonna set camera to the right position, so press number 3 on numeric keyboard, click on camera, press N on keyboard to see right side option. If you will click on X, hold the button and drag it down, you will select all axes. Now press 0 and enter. Do the same with rotation. This camera is pointing down, we have to rotate it by 90 degrees on X-axis. Now I'm gonna move camera on Y-axis by 6 units, or in this case meters, left. So I'm gonna press -6 on the keyboard. If you don't have camera in your scene, just press Shift A and add 1. And just set the same values as we had for previous one. As we already got one camera on the scene, we don't need this one, so I'm gonna delete it. Now press 0 on numeric keyboard. To see timeline editor better, just go down, click on it, hold the button and drag it up. You should have this timeline window set by default. Select the plane, go to viewport and press I. Select rotation, and this is gonna create keyframe for our rotation. Move to frame 250, click on X rotation and drag it down and press 360. Go to viewport, press rotation. If you will press play now, you will see that we basically created animation which is 250 frames long, and our plane is rotating on every axis by 360 degrees. The movement is not linear, we have to do small adjustments. Now go to timeline view, press Ctrl and Tab, right click and change interpolation mode to linear. Press Ctrl Tab again. By pressing Ctrl and Tab, we are basically switching between timeline and graph editor. I don't like personally such long animation in this case, so I'm gonna make it shorter. The way how to do it is just click on keyframe, which is at the end of animation, press G and drag it, or just press -150 on keyboard and press enter. This is gonna move our keyframe to position 100. Now make animation on 100 frames as well. Now the animation is gonna be shorter, but I think it's gonna be nicer. Click on render view, go to world properties and change color to environmental texture. The background is pink now because there is no image assigned. So click on open and choose some nice environmental texture. You can find link on texture I used in the description. Click on plane, material icon and click new. For this case I'm gonna use black material with 0 roughness. When we play animation now, you can see that magic is already there. In the scene setting you can click on ambient occlusion, but in this case it's not any different, so you don't have to. If you're gonna use any special materials, just use screen space reflection as well. As we don't wanna see background, just go to film setting and click transparent. To get even closer to our effect, just go to bloom option. You can play with the setting or just go for the same one as I've got in my scene. As we set transparent background in the film option, when you're gonna render it, it's quite boring, so I'm gonna add some background image to this. Add new plane and rotate it by 90 degrees on x-axis. It's very bright because there is no material, so let's add one. Click new, and for this case we're gonna choose black one again, but it's gonna be maximum roughness and 0 specularity. Scale it a bit, just to cover camera view. Press 3 on the keyboard and move it behind the sphere. Press 0 again, scale the plane just to cover whole view of camera. So press S and drag it a bit, and then S and X again to cover whole camera view. Looks much better now. So to make it even better, just delete the light we had in the scene before. Go to material setting, press 7 on a numpad and add new light, which is gonna be spotlight. Now press number 3 on keypad and you will see the light is pointing down, so we have to set location and rotation of it again. Move it somewhere at the front of camera to have nice reflection to camera. So change rotation on X by 90 degrees and move it at the front of camera. Now press 7 on the keypad, press Shift D to duplicate the light and change rotation. Click on the light again, Shift D, move it to other side and rotate it. Press number 3 and move this last light up and change rotation again. Select the other light, press number 3 on keypad and move it down. And also change rotation of the light. Press 0 on keypad to get the camera view, switch back to render. As scene is quite big and power of lights is only 10 watts, it's almost a 0. We don't see big difference, so we have to change it. So let's change the number to 1000 watts or maybe even 2000 for every single light, just to have nice effect. Now when we play animation, it's already very nice, but let's do some changes. So what I'm gonna do is just select every single spotlight and change color. Go to RGB setting and set this one for red. Go for another one and choose green light. Click on third one and set this one as a blue. Play it again. You can see it's nice. Now to have some more fun, select plane, press S on keyboard and just scale the plane. As you see, every single object is scaling with the plane. You can go to Modifier option and apply or switch off subdivision surface. The same scaling effect you can achieve if you click on Sphere, Properties, and change factor of scaling. You can play animation and change it as it goes. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe.